Welcome. Hopefully you can see and hear okay. I have to be careful because I brought my coffee this time. So, let's see. Okay, good. There was an event today. Take Back the Night. Did any of you go? It's not done yet. We're all familiar with what Take Back the Night is, right? What it's for. Amy Seukeran, Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach. Malton is where I live, so that's where I have my nonprofit organization that I started, my own nonprofit. That's where I have my Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach business base because that's where I live. So some of those services that Take Back the Night would be services I might need for victims, right? Since you've already twisted and manipulated my name and called the police on me a couple times, I don't know if it's smart to attend the event at the Malton Community Center or not. Since it's violence against women and those are the same women running those organizations, look what you did to me. Is that not violence against women? So I'm supposed to support violence against women while you took everything and assaulted me so you could go have the event. I didn't think that was a good idea. Did you? Oh, that's the Malton Women's Council. How many were there? Feel Safe Center, 20? Yeah, did you? And what'd you think? I am going to join the Take Back the Night event. It was well planned and it's contributing to the success of Malton. You could learn a lot by attending, but you're too jealous, it sounds like. Well, there's the exact reason why I don't want anything to do with anything in Malton. I have a business that I would like to succeed and run. So let me hear. Why would I be jealous? Too jealous to go to it. Let me go read the exact ad, what it said, if I went to it. Reach an appeal, right? Roots Community Services, Our Place Peel, Encourage, a safer place to share, Trillium Health Partners, Club of Brampton, Peel Regional Police Family Services Appeal, Black Health and Social Services Hub Peel, Oasis, Women's Council, Achieve, Salvation Army, Catholic Family Services, Safe Center of Peel, Moyo Health and Community, Wellfort, and Brave, Malton Neighborhood Services, My Neighborhood Services, whatever it's called now, Shelter Movers, Community Building. How many do you want me to read? I know all of them. Victim Services Appeal. Why am I reading them? Oh, the one that was holding it? Peel Committee Against Women Abuse. They're all Peel, right? A Peel Committee. So it's just a bunch of committees, organizations that keep opening more organizations and charities and charging people. I'm not understanding. Take Back the Night, community booth participants. So they had booths set up in the Malton Community Center to do what? It says the agenda, 5 to 5:20, community booths and poster making. 5:20 to 6:30, opening speakers and performances. 6:30 to 7:15, community booth and poster making. 7:20 to 7:50, March and Allyship activity. 8 o'clock, closing remarks. Thursday, September 18th, Malton Community Center, 3540 Morningstar Drive, Mississauga, 5 to 8 p.m. Peel Committee Against Women Abuse, Take Back the Night. Isn't that what it says? How do I know about Peel Committee Against Women Abuse? When you were showing them the hand signal and getting women killed before femicide, how do I know about them? Did you look at the post? It says, we believe survivors. Why am I explaining narcissistic abuse if you didn't take all of this to go share out and dish out and do what? Working together to end violence against women. It says Peel Region, VAW Community Coordination Committee. That's violence against women, right? Promoting comprehensive response. 2, GBV, gender-based violence. What are you telling me? Seukeran, narcissistic. Join us for our rally, march, community booths, and so much more. We will come together in solidarity in protest against sexual violence. So far, what? If I had gone, I would have got pamphlets from the booths that tell me what? Who to call for what? In Brave, why don't we go over that one? That's the same Humble the Poet. Remember when they opened them? The purple they stole? That's how I know them. My Neighborhood Services, that's right here in Malton. Peel Committee Against Women Abuse. I don't know how to say it. The house is the same one when did you check what they're for? Oh, you want me to do it? Okay, well, lucky I posted it already. It's right there. Peel's only transitional home for women and children fleeing violence. Shelter movers, remember? They stole that. That's how they got their business too. Shelter movers, the trucks, they move the victims. Yeah, check the food bank if they know them. Salvation Army, well, that's cause for shelter, right? Victim Services of Peel, and look at that, Malton Women's Council. Oh, the only one I missed was the health clinic, Health and Community Services. Well, might as well be Wellford, so who did I miss? Didn't want to put Wellford, it was too obvious. That's in the mall. I still don't know then. Oh, there are comments. Oh, let me start reading those. Jealousy issues are common in narcissists. That's very good. Yes, it's true. Jealousy issues are very common in narcissists. Because they have planned a wonderful event that many people will be attending and enjoying, and you're a failed event planner who can't even start a live stream on time. I'm a failed event planner. They are unifying Peel Region under one banner to take back the night and keep Malton safe. This is a wonderful event. It's going to bring the community closer while you scowl alone at home. Why do you think you're the only person on God's green earth who is capable of teaching people about gender-based violence? Just admit you're jealous that they did it better than you could ever. It's not a big deal. Some people have it, some people don't. These are all very noble and respectful organizations that provide a valuable service to Peel Region. Why are you so jealous? Amy's not jealous. She's helping people. Why are you being so rude to her? Well, let's go back to the narcissists have jealousy. So why do you think they don't want me to hold my events and they ruin my birthday and ruined Christmas for me. My nonprofit they're destroying, and my narcissistic abuse business they're destroying. If my family and my ex-boyfriend live in Malton, all their friends and family live in Malton. Do you think that's jealousy? Why they don't want me to make money and succeed? That whole financial abuse, do you think that's jealousy, narcissistic jealousy? Maybe. That I can't go out and have friends, I can't date. Do you think that's narcissistic jealousy? They want me to be alone forever? Do you think that's narcissistic jealousy? What did I do today? I took a lovely walk to go take pictures with Empathy Bear for my business. But then I started remembering all those things I kept reading on the Miss Lego website about photography and commercial photography and film permits. So we didn't bother. We sat on the bench and just started filming. We walked around the building, the Dressel buildings, to the Malton Greenway on the other side, and then the Malton Greenway by this one beside the building where you keep bothering me, telling me it's not a park. We visited Jonathan Davis area. Didn't you see all the nice videos? And then I came back, I went and got coffee and then walked around some more. That's what I did today. What'd you guys do today? Well, that was before, right? Take back the night. That was 5, so I had lots of time to attend it. Remember, my focus is making money as a narcissistic abuse recovery life coach, right? So if I do group meetings, I'll set a price and I'll let you know soon. Probably start that in October if I don't start it sooner. Groups. So you can join the group, right? You can pay weekly, and then you can join the groups for the week. Or one-on-one, I'll set the pricing and let you know what it is. The live streams I'll still probably have daily. Those are free on YouTube. And if I make videos or whatever, I'll put them up. But actual money, I can't do it from my unit right now until I hear further. So I have to figure out a way. The mall didn't work out for Wi-Fi, right? The library, I don't know if I can sit there for an hour. But that's the only way I can do the group and charge money. I can't do it from in here, according to the lease. So I'm working on that one right now. You didn't notice these are all free, that you watch them for free, that you don't pay for them? No. The only person stopping you from achieving greatness and reaching your highest potential is yourself. Anything is possible with God as your engine and Jesus as your co-pilot. Yet Malton is sitting here attacking me because I'm telling him to stop. Stop frauding and cheating and lying and stealing. Stop blaming other people and calling the police falsely on them. Stop doing drugs. Stop drinking and telling me I'm what? But Jesus, as God is my engine and Jesus is my co-pilot, that's going to get me my own business and maybe my own house, right? Some money. That would be the Canadian dream. Having your own business, right? Your own house. The freedom to do whatever you want all day. No worries. If I charge money as a nonprofit organization, the money goes back into the nonprofit organization. That's how it works. The money I make pays for the next event, for the next charity event. If I make money as a life coach, a narcissistic abuse recovery life coach, that's my business. Do you understand that's 2 separate businesses? That would help a lot of people if you understood it's 2 separate businesses. My narcissistic abuse recovery life coach business and then my nonprofit organization. 2 businesses. Where? Show me again. Where on the lease it says no smoke. No, I'm gonna get one of them or 2 of them evicted. Every time you come on here with your same garbage. The lease says you can't make money, which you take very serious. But the lease also says no smoking in your unit, and you break that every day. So it seems like you are selective with which rules you follow. Go and get it now, everybody in the building. Every single time. I don't care. Every one of them. One more. I want them evicted. The lease says you can't make money, which you take very seriously, but the lease also says no smoking. Show me where it says no smoking in your unit now. And you break that every day, so it seems like you were selective with which rules you follow. No, I told you this is my name. You are garbage to me, nothing. Show me where it says no smoking now. All everybody. You have the nerve to come and accuse me. You're going to go and show everybody now. If you're selling any drugs from your unit, that's making money, right? If you babysit from your unit, that's making money. You're going to blame me when you're evicted, right? We'll take a good look now. They don't care if I don't make money, right? I sit on the rock, which is across the sidewalk. Nowhere on the property of the building. I lived here for how long? I can't even walk across the parking lot. They've got visitors walking in and out of the building doing whatever they want. 4 buildings. They have the freedom to run through whatever parking lot. I'm across the building on the sidewalk, not even on the property, right? Smoking when I smoke because I have nausea, lifelong nausea. A prescription for Mary Jane. Now just sit here and keep living like this, right? They're talking about mental health when you push people, the reaction they get. But I should sit here and take it. Show you the lease and you'll point it out. Go onto Facebook and type it in the search. Type in lease and type in hashtag the number sign Amy's Regal Life in search. They're going to go over what they told it the first day, right? The whole building. Oh, I'm laughing. I'm waiting. Where are you reading that? You can't make money on the same lease. You can't smoke in your unit. $200 and how many in the 4 buildings units? What does the last building say on the sign? What does the number say on the last building? 200 and what? Yeah, now. Before. Okay, it's 8 o'clock now, so before 8:30. How many units? Everybody. You spread your mouth quicker than that for everything else, right? You'll have a phone. Go. Show you the lease. Go. Facebook. Search. Type in lease. And then hashtag Amy's Regal Life. You can go through all of them. There's like 1,000 there. All the rules I've put up. It has my name on the lease, right? My name, my unit. You still sitting here. Go. Yeah, they want to know why they didn't get into the building and why they don't have housing. Take a good look. Why your workers at the Malton Neighborhood Services are mad. Why didn't they get you ODSP? Why didn't you have medical records? Why didn't you go to your doctor? Take a good look at you. I'm one person. You're Malton. They're entitled to what? Come into the building? Why? They're homeless? They're victims? Which one? They're entitled to what? To sit where? Yeah, I told you. I want money. All they're waiting for. False calls to the police, all of them in my name. Can you imagine I have issues? I'm running a business, but Brittany's on my live stream telling me I have issues. Well, Brittany, are you okay now? That police officer didn't seem too impressed when he stopped me that day in the front of the new grocery store opening and asked if I saw you because you were going to off yourself. So are you A-okay today? That was the Tim Hortons I sat in. I went to get coffee. Do you know how long I sat in that Tim Hortons? Do you know how many police officers came in and out of that bathroom? Let me hear which one is the joke to you now. If what? They see. I need you to understand. Narcissistic abuse. 6 years you did what? You put me in the homeless shelter to do what? And then what happened in September? That was July 15th, 2019. So go ahead. Malton Neighborhood Services found my business how? How did you find my business in Malton? Yeah, we did lots and lots of times. How did you find my business in Malton? I've seen all the fan accounts. Do you understand that's Instagram you're making that on? I have a worldwide business for victims of abuse. P. Diddy, do you understand that? His whole trial, he's a narcissist. You're sitting here doing what? You don't understand that whole 6 years, all that was narcissistic abuse? Dan Schneider, that was all narcissistic abuse? When all of them told their story, Eminem, when they found Tupac's killer, that was all narcissistic abuse. Are you understanding any of this? Biggie and Tupac? No? J-Lo? P. Diddy? When they found the gun, that was her and P. Diddy. That was her boyfriend. Why you accused her of being a narcissist? I don't know. Do you understand? This is all the same thing, narcissistic abuse. 6 years while you were sitting here, I was doing what? And now you're sitting here, what? You missed? Which one, OJ? Kim Kardashian? Remember, Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, those were the two girls, right? In the house. When OJ came with the knife and the bag, that was her bedroom, Kim Kardashian? No, maybe you didn't know that one. I'm just catching you up on narcissistic abuse and what I did in the past 6 years. Seems like everything is narcissistic abuse to you. You make a great victim. Considering I'm the one who opened the business in Malton, and I asked you how many times, where did you hear the word? I think it's hilarious that you're actually sitting here telling me about gaslighting, what you know, and calling me a narcissist. Don't you think that's funny? You had community building with Humble the Poet, who I told you was a narcissist how many times? Jay Shetty, who was a life coach, ripping you off for how much? How long ago did I tell you? They're what? Worse than a narcissist? And you keep paying them money doing what? Telling me about life coach? Where did you hear the word life coach? Where did you hear the word toxic? You're saying all life coaches are a ripoff and they stole your business, and yet when people try to book you for a paid session, you ignore their email. Let's go back to Jonathan Davis and what you think happened to him, since that was the same building, the same services. But go ahead. I had a website, right? I had a Kijiji ad. Why would you have a problem booking service? What did you try to book? As you can see, I have sessions on Zoom. I've always had them. When I opened the website, where do you think you got all that? How do you think you booked it then? The Wix site. It doesn't have the option to book. It's turned off. That's why you can't book a session. So why are you telling me what I know? $6 years. You think you're the first one frauding? Why do you think it's turned off? Why do you think you keep telling me you can't book? Don't tell us what website you keep trying to book a session on. I ignore their email. You're texting me 20 times a day, but you can't get through to me to book a paid session. Tell me why. Why don't you look at the business card again? What's on the business card? The phone number, the email, the website. Let me hear this again. Jonathan Davis was a perfect gentleman who exhibited black excellence every day, and I know it makes you sick to see how much joy he brought to this cruel world. Now let's go over the building he got killed in. The date. I came back from Cawthra Shelter on September 1st, 2019 to Netherwood Road. That's the same community center I was playing Pokemon at. Do you want to explain to me again? That was summer vacation, right? School started what year? That was the 14th. If I was in Cawthra Shelter from July 15th, keep telling me again which services did what. A perfect gentleman. Go for it. I opened the business in March. What are you telling me? Did they move? Did any of them move? Lincoln moved? How long was he going to Lincoln? So try again. Who are you talking to? Malton moms, those two stepped down from what schools? Go ahead. Where do you think I was doing what? When they stepped down from the schools? How many times did I post that video? With the Malton moms, navigating the school system for your children. They wanted IEP, individualized education programs. So yeah, let me hear again why I'm getting blamed for any of this. They're still what? Show me where they are doing what? We're separating the nonprofits? I already explained this. Which one has to do with me if I have my own? Has anyone ever told you look like ghetto Rihanna? Do you remember a couple years ago? She's from where, Barbados, right? You were arguing over what? Trinidad? The Caribbean islands? Black lives? You really forgot? When? Who is she a victim of? Which one was the victim, Chris Brown or her? Rihanna. Yeah, everybody to catch me up. When that was the Grammys. Do you remember that? It was the Grammys. Same way Whitney Houston died at the Grammys. Sure, why not? Real quick. And her daughter, yeah, they died the same way, the bathtub. So, back to the Grammys and Rihanna and Chris Brown. They had their argument and fight. Which one of them ended up in jail and beat up? Black Lives Matter, Amy. That is the most disgusting thing for you to post right now. Did you just hear what I heard? Did you just hear what I said? Yes or no? Why don't you go look up the story with Rihanna and Chris Brown now? If you're going to come here and post Black Lives Matter. Show me about P. Diddy. Show me about Aaliyah, Whitney Houston and her daughter. Left Eye. Show me again what you're telling me, why you're posting that here. Black Lives Matter. Yes, now. Oh, I'll go through all of them and show me again. Go ahead, Jay-Z, R. Kelly. All of them. 6 years of my life. Minimum. Do you have white pride, Amy? Now I want to go back to when you called the police on me. If you had a choice, if it mattered to you what color they were. When you go to Tim Hortons, does it matter to you who gives you your food? Do you walk out if they're a certain color? Well, you said Malton, so take a good look at me again. When you go to the gas station to buy cigarettes and get gas, do you walk out if they're not the right color? When you go to the community center, do you walk out if the lady at the desk isn't the right color? What about Dollarama and Freshco? You just leave? Do you not buy things there? I'm going to take a break. Do you think of more questions? One of these days. They're going to get it all. I'm going to call SWAT when I smell. Quick break to violate the terms of the lease by smoking in the unit of camera. Take a good look where I am outside my window again, crackhead. Just remember when SWAT shows up. You'll know. I told you, when I do something to you, you'll know it's me. Yeah, they lived too long in Malton getting away. Go ahead. Quick break to violate the terms of the lease by smoking in the unit. You have the nerve? Go. Apartment 47, 7555 Gorway Drive. No, they have memory loss, so I'm going to just keep reminding them so all the police see this every day on the live stream. I can't depend on the police or trust them. They were at Take Back the Night. I have to put everything on record. Yeah, I want the time to 8:19 p.m. Are you done with Take Back the Night? Are they drinking outside when I go to sit on the rock and smoke? Can I go to the library in safety, or are they sitting there waiting to sleep? How about the Tim Hortons in the mall? Are they hanging out? Oh, I hear loud music, so am I allowed to turn music on? Or are you going to attack me for that? Take Back the Night. Just saying, because it's kind of dark now, 8:20 p.m. By the time I'm done the live stream, another 20 minutes, it might be like 8:30, 8:40, 9 o'clock almost. Just asking. At 9 o'clock, I got lots of hours to go work, right? Prepare my course, prepare for making money, right? Just like my nonprofit. If I go to the schools and hold the same events, I can charge them money, but you stop me from doing that because you're the same school boards. No, not full circle. It's going to stop. Halloween. Yeah, let's plan for Halloween. I'm in a bachelor. Do kids come to your house for Halloween and ask for candy? Do they knock on your door? Or are they too afraid to get kidnapped? Remember I made those treat bags last year and I walked around Malton trying to give them out to kids that I saw? I did it at the community center. Remember the playground? There were some kids on the playground and they got some. What'd you do last Halloween? I told you, every tenant in the building. You shouldn't try to give candy to kids, Amy. That's very creepy, and you should be investigated for that. I told you, Peel children, they all of you. You have the nerve to sit here and talk about me. Why shouldn't you be investigated the same way? That's the same, right? Multi Neighborhood Services, all of their advertising, every one of them. No, they're not working with children, right? Show me again. Why? Yeah, actually. What would happen If I went in the parking lot and smoked my Mary Jane there, or I just stood outside the door and smoked my Mary Jane, what do you think would happen today? Right now, if I just went outside the door, down the stairs and smoked it, or outside in the hallway like you guys were doing, what would happen? What do you think would happen? Nothing? Yeah, then how did the police show up if nothing's going to happen? I don't think you can take back calling. Do you recognize the live stream now? Well, you know who you're talking to if you're mentioning the lease, right, and me smoking in it. So you must know who you're talking to. The police showed up because you had illegal narcotics in your unit, but you lied to them and said you didn't. No, I want this all on record for everybody in Malton. You have what? You have jobs somewhere? No, I don't see one reason why. The best case is you're a grown adult? Which one is the best case? You're a child? Which one's the best case? These are what? Yeah, currently, the 13th was my 1 year anniversary of my nonprofit organization. All the money, right? Out of my ODSP to buy all kinds of things. Remember when I bought all the toys to give away? Remember when I made the Christmas boxes with the crayons and the make-a-face stickers, the little keychains, all of those, the dog bone, the dog toys? I made those little all out of my own money. The prize drop game that I bought out of my ODSP money to hold all those events. I didn't get grants and loans, right? They're competing with me because they're killing my business. I bought it myself. They're sitting here telling me about I can't live on ODSP. Why shouldn't I tell you? You're actually telling me about Take Back the Night right now. When? Who was that? Where did they get money to hold the event? They didn't even pay because of what? They got all kinds of discounts. They got it for free. Then why? Let me hear why. My next event. I'm holding a fundraiser with Sick Kids Hospital right now. I have to write a letter and go to businesses or something to try to get actual money. My next event. Yet you're sitting here wasting my life telling me about what in Malton. How no matter what you do, it's just a waste. You're just destruction. I have the Sick Kids fundraiser to worry about. Right? My name, my organization, my nonprofit organization. When I did the one with the Mississauga food banks, what did you do? You destroyed it. That was Thanksgiving. When I did the fundraiser, the breakfast program for kids, what did you do? You destroyed it. When I had my own and I gave away all the prizes, what did you tell me? That's not a park, right? You didn't want your kids there. You didn't want nothing from me for your kids when I had the Christmas boxes. Same Amy Seukeran, right? Sometimes. I told you. I don't understand why you're here. If you understand people are trying to thrive and you have people dragging you down, hanging out, breaking rules who can't understand English. No, I don't understand. You just got a bunch of what together at the community center to pretend what? You're having events every single day, in whose name? In where? And yet what? You just opened a new nonprofit, that one I saw on the same event. A dance studio now. Who became a nonprofit charity to charge $300 for dance lessons at the hub. I'm not supposed to laugh at that? $300 for dance lessons. And it just says they started their own nonprofit, but you've been denying mine for 2 years. They have a nonprofit charity, a dance company, and they're charging $300 at the youth hub for dance, ballet, whatever lessons, frog in hand lessons. I shouldn't laugh at you? Trust who? Yeah, 10 minutes and an hour. I'm going to go walk around Malton. I'm waiting till I get money to buy a doctor kit so that Empathy Bear can do some good pictures for Sick Kids Hospital and the fundraiser. But, I don't think it's worth $5 I can afford right now at Dollarama. So we'll find other pictures to promote our Sick Kids fundraiser, other events we can have, right? Depends on where we're going to get money. Why does that bother you? They know how to run a nonprofit and you don't. You mean you know how to beg for donations? You're a charity. You can pay your employees. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Going to go over narcissistic abuse, what codependency is. That's when you're dependent on who for what. You're dependent on somebody else for what? What you need to get? Like what? Food and clothes? Money? Emotion? You have emotional attachment to them? You're in love with them? You're married to them? You share a house? You have kids together? Why you can't leave? Why you're codependent still? Why you're not independent? Why you can't take care of yourself and be alone? Why you're codependent, dependent on somebody else, not independent? You can do everything by yourself, alone. Yeah, actual information, right? Narcissistic abuse information. No, you're just trying to figure out how I started my own nonprofit, right? You have a whole council. All you do is steal. Everything you do, every time you talk to me, all you're doing is fishing for information. Why did you open the youth hub on that date? Did you see it? For youth, by youth? When did I move to Malton? What is the date that I came to Malton? Why didn't you recheck it again? That was December 12th, 2023, it says. When did I come to Malton? In October? I told you I don't believe in coincidence. Why don't you explain that? It's on Instagram. What does it say? It's still the same thing with food, right? They don't want me to open a food business anywhere. They were showing me when they got the commercial kitchen that they had a commercial kitchen. So I asked why they weren't making money with it. Why didn't you want me to open a business in the food court? What happened to the flea market in Bramalea when I wanted to open a food business there? And what happened to the new flea market in Mississauga when I wanted to open the food business there? Dr. Flea's when I wanted to open the business. Yeah, I had all the supplies. This is years and years they've been doing this. When I had the apartment right here, when I got the health inspection, the charity, you kept saying you saw me buying a fridge. So what did you do when I tried to do it here? That was for my nonprofit organization, right? All for free. Food from the kitchen in my apartment, a health inspection, so I could hold, make food from the kitchen for my nonprofit. And you did what to stop that? Malton is sitting here grinning with somebody, complaining about what? Oh yeah, I want to hear you. It's on my face. When the freezer arrived, my friend stole it and sold it on Kijiji. Well, I believe that 100%. Well, it was Walmart, right? They have tracking. I saw it get delivered to the Walmart, and then it was supposed to be on the truck from Loomis to my house, and then it had a signature that said it was delivered. That's why I saw it was delivered. So, I also called Walmart, and they had, an investigation open. So I don't know what you know. I just telling you what I know about my freezer I bought. Yeah, I was gonna give out peanut butter sandwiches to all the kids in school. They said, you know what? We have this thing called a peanut allergy, and we're not allowed to do that. So maybe you can try for cheese and crackers. Well, the chances are, if they did that, right? The Walmart closed. They're still in Malton at another job working. Let's go check the stores. What stores are there? Canadian Tire? What's open? Big stores where they'll go do it again. Oh, they got away with the freezer. This is 6, 7 years. How many years now? Who knows what they're doing by now, right? We forged the signature and sold it for juicy profits on Kijiji. Some dude from London, Ontario came and paid us for it. Well, if I look at the house, that's the same house on Netherwood, right? So it's the same neighbors. Well, you're the same Malton, buddy. Oh, I don't know if food handler's license, because when messed up, I didn't bother renewing it. Why would I pay money again? It's like the health inspection. Why I didn't get it done yet? Why? Your destruction and disease. Why would I waste more money and try? Yeah, I hope they hear their music in the live stream. Maybe I'll click in one day, right? is everything that goes wrong in your life someone else's fault, Amy? Have you ever taken responsibility for your own actions? Yeah. I told you, if somebody takes out Malton, you wouldn't even know. You'd be dead. I haven't figured out why yet somebody wouldn't. Did you? You should start back the Twitch live streams, but I can't record them and put them anywhere. So they'll just be live streams. They're, what, half an hour? Zoom meetings I used to have, right? Half an hour. Productive for what? Business in Malton? If you ever want to what? Open a business? Where would you open it? If you wanted to have a store somewhere in Malton, where would you open it? No, they want to know when you manipulate people, they destroy your business when you open it. That's what they want to know. When you manipulate them, right, to get information and make a business of your own, why'd they destroy your business? Can we work on that one? Well, it's like a gang, right? When you get revenge, eventually there's no gang members left. You just take them out one by one till there's nothing. So how has it been working? Stealing other people's ideas and using it, making money. Yeah, like all of them. You need a mental evaluation. I believe you're a danger to yourself and others. Someone needs to check on your wellness. No, I'm holding everybody in Malton, like I told you. You're not getting away 1 minute. Every time you say you're going to show me who. Yeah, how many times? You had what? Getting money for what? So why shouldn't you pay for it now? When what? I want to hear this. When what? They gave me like $40 for that photo of the Malton Greenway you took. I told them it was my intellectual property and sold it to them. That's real good. Now think about all the memory cards. Think about my camera. You stole all the photos on it, the memory card. No, I want to understand. Actually, if they actually off you. All the kids, show them this. All of them. The next time you see an event at the youth hub, the multi-neighborhood services. This is 6 years later, right? Amy Seukeran, Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach, Canada. Enjoy your night.